Goal to Blacktown City, scored by number 42, Lockie Henderson. Blacktown City 2, Spirit FC 1.
Substitution for Blacktown City going off with the goal scorer, number 42, Lockie Henderson, replaced with number 35, Aidan Renshaw. And for Spirit FC going off, number 15, Braden Burr. Replaced with number 46, Zachariah El Kiabi. Goal to Spirit FC, scored by number 30, Jensen Vout. It's now Blacktown City 2, Spirit FC 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the last kick of the game, that's full time in the under 20s. Blacktown City 2, Spirit FC 2. Goals for Blacktown City, their goals scored by Frank Pulikau and Lockie Henderson. Whilst for Spirit FC, their goals scored by Yanni Buzukis and Jensen Vout. Full time in the under 20s, Blacktown City 2, Spirit FC 2. Blacktown City would like to thank the following sponsors for their support in season 2024. The principal partner Walker Corporation, Landon Homes, Memento Hospitality, Sinorama Blacktown, Blacktown City Council, Retriever Towing, Blacktown Workers, Sets AV, Connex, MST Financial, Van Projects, Eagle Development, Bilo, Boys in the Box, not to forget Dentavision, Exotic Nurseries, Sydney Child Gallery, Access Fire Protection, SWAR 99.9 FM, Blacktown News, Alive 90.5, Western News, ASA Football, World Gym Prospect, Mendy Transport, AAA Tyre Factory and Fowler Homes. Ladies and gentlemen, big thank you to our sponsors for once again coming on board in season 2024.
Alright, so here we go. Yeah, that's alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello and welcome to Landon Stadium. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Landon Stadium for this round 13 clash of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Your Blacktown City FC hosting Spirit FC. The team lineups are in, and they look like this tonight. Firstly to the visiting side, NWS Spirit. In goals, number 1, Christopher Marks. Number 3, Cole Shaw. Number 7, Richie Darko. Number 8, captain, Grant Caldwell. Number 11, Ollie Wigan. Number 13, Simon Nicholas. Number 16, Ante Buckmars. Number 17, Jacob Chidiak. Number 19, Jesse Michelle. Number 20, Jared Lum. Number 21, Luis Lobo on the bench. Number 10, Michael Conestavo. Number 14, Jacob Sullivan. Number 18, Zach Canchi. Number 31, Joel Wade. Number 34, Noah Peacock. And number 36, Kyle Williams. They are coached by David Perkovich. Now to your team, Blacktown City, they line up like this. Number 1, a captain, Tristan Prendergast. Number 5, Grant Lynch. Number 6, Adam Berry. Number 7, Travis Major. Number 8, Jack O'Brien. Number 11, Danny Troy. Number 12, Tyron Burney. Number 16, Ben Berry. Number 18, Nick O'Brien. Number 22, Jacob Manidi. And number 23, rounding out the starting 11, Joey Gibbs. On the bench, number 9, Ruben Owaratifi. Number 14, Mitch Malia. Number 17, Marty Fernandez. Number 52, Tank Atian, reserve goalkeeper. Number 20, Caden Henderson, coached by the one and only Mark Crittenden. Today's referee, Vince Akovic. Assistant referees, Thomas Dale and Arinath Gobinath. And Liam Smith is your 4th official. Best of luck to both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, there'll be a minute's silence prior to today's kickoff, so if you could have everybody upstanding. A big supporter of the club who passed away in the last 48 hours, the Mayor of Blacktown City, Tony Bleasdale, unfortunately passed away on a flight home from China in the last 48 hours. So there'll be a minute's silence in honour of him, not only a great mayor, but a wonderful supporter of Blacktown City. Thank you.
You are the one thing in my way. You are the one thing in my way. You are the one thing in my way.
NWS Spirit FC sides. This is the 13th clash of the NPL New South Wales men's competition.
It is a very good evening and welcome to Landon Stadium. It's match week 13 of the NPL New South Wales men's as Blacktown City take on Northwest Sydney Spirit FC. Nicholas Kutniak with you for this game. Going to be intriguing as Blacktown City currently coming 6th, take on a 13th place Spirit, and a lot to play for tonight. Quickly lineups for Blacktown City: Prendergast 1, and then it's Lynch in 5, Berry in 6, Adam, Major 7, Jack O'Brien 8, Danny Choi in 11, Tyron Burney in 12, Ben Berry 16, Nick O'Brien 18, Jacob Menenti 22, and Joey Gibbs in 23. That's the starting 11 for City. And for Spirit, their starting 11, the 1, the keeper, in Chris Marks. Then it's Carl Shaw in 3, 7, Darko, 8, Cornwell, 11, Wigan, 13, Nicholas, 16, Backmaz, 17, Chidiac, 19, Michelle, Lum in 20, and Lobo in 21. Before this game gets underway, we're going to have a moment's silence in a moment for the passing of the Blacktown Mayor, which was sad news last night.
One of the great men that passed away in the last 48 hours, the Mayor of Blacktown City Council, Tony Bleasdale, was leading delegation to the Council City Sisters in South Korea and China. He's been a councillor since 1996 and Mayor since 2019. Bleasdale was awarded an Order of Australia in 2010 for his charity work and service to the Blacktown community. Tony's warm and engaging personality led him to forge many friendships across Sydney. From the United Kingdom in 1963, Tony served the community he loved with the same energy and commitment. First elected as a Blacktown City Council in 1996, Tony was a strong advocate for the area and a champion of Western Sydney. He loved his Blacktown City as well. He was proud of the incredible diversity of Blacktown City and passionate about delivering services to residents and businesses. He was also a passionate advocate for First Nations people. When elected mayor in 2019, Tony proved a visionary leader in transforming the city to better serve a growing population. He was central in negotiating the $2 billion Walker Corporation Blacktown Quarter project. Tony was loved by his community and he loved it back with a generous heart and a genuine commitment to a bright future. His legacy is written across the city he loved. On behalf of Blacktown City Football Club and the community abroad, our thoughts and love are with Tony's family and friends, including his beloved wife, Nina. May he rest in peace. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We just had the moment's silence, which was very important for the passing of Tony Bleedsdale, aged 77, who was the mayor of Blacktown. So we're not too far away from kickoff. It is Blacktown City and Spirit FC. Nicholas Kutniak with you on Saturday night NPL action. This is going to be an absolute cracker. Both sides know how vital this game is. It might be round 13, but for City, it's all about cementing a spot in the 5, while for Spirit, they want to make sure they're nowhere near the relegation zone. At the moment, they are 2 points away from that, or 3 points. It could be. We'll see what happens here. 2 points to be exact, so they're not too far away from kickoff. Underway, our referee, Ivica Kopic. The ball was spun forward by Lum. As I said, a lot to be played for with this game today. Sure, go back. Spirit walking the bird forward, but they decided to go back. Marks working it to the left. Played back from Nicholas. Shaw. Now goes the way of Blacktown City. The ball was played back from Nick O'Brien. No possession again, but no, he decides to let it go back to Tristan Prendergast. Bit of hairy-carry in my book, as then Berry will work it across to Nick O'Brien. Now the ball is worked up from Lynch. Shoy going back. Adam Berry working it to the right. Ball drops back to Tyron Burney. Burney will have possession again. Utilises Ben Berry on this right side. He goes back to Prendergast. City on the attack. Booted forward from Nick O'Brien. Lynch was running across for it. Spirit let it go. It will be a goal kick. We've got games in progress at the moment. Marconi and Hills doing battle. No score after 6 minutes in that game. Also in action shortly. Actually, they're underway now between St George Saints and Sydney Olympic. No score in that game, 41 gone. So we'll keep you abreast on the matches. St George City played Manly at 7:15. And earlier before, Sutherland lost to Rockdale 3-0 in the Leader Cup. on this left side. Possession for Darko. Trying to cross it in. Did touch off Bernie. Darko's going to have possession again. Darko looking to go up the slot. Cross is good. Lynch will head it out for a corner. Really couldn't do anything else in that situation. Will be a corner. So here's an opportunity. The Spirit to set up. An outswinger. A couple of bodies around, including Grant Cornwell. It's an outswinger. Header by Cornwell. Comes down. Ball comes back. Chidiac. Worked it in. Played out initially by City. Still a chance for Lobo. It was low. It was punched across and saved by Tristan Prendergast. Tried to get to it, couldn't. Choi has it now for City. Bernie on the right. Bernie will look to work it back inside for Choi. Ball goes out for a throw on this near side. Around the ground, Sydney Olympic leads St George FC 1-0 after 43.
Scores from around the grounds. The game played earlier today. Rockdale 3, beating Sutherland Sharks 0. In 43 minutes gone at Barton Park, it's Sydney Olympic 1, leading St George 0.
On the roll again here, Blacktown City. Just couldn't get to it. Played out by Grant Cornwell. It's going to be an intriguing battle tonight between those two. Expecting big runs too by Adam Berry. Also looking forward to seeing the job today, Jack O'Brien. Town City throw the ball in. There's Gibb. Controlled by Gibb. There's Darko. Great play to watch Darko on his day. Spinning around is Lobo. Played out. Cornwell will be leading his troops throughout this contest. Ball goes in but saved by Marks. He rolls it down. Ollie Wigan has it on the left. Wigan going forward. He was pushed off the ball by Bernie, and the foul will be called. Will be taken by Lum. Played by Shaw. Cornwell. And let's see what Lobo can do here. Works it on to Chidiac. Lobo's back. Trying to work it back. City will try to go forward. That challenge will see a foul. Challenge on Jack O'Brien, the job. No score here. Landon Stadium after 6 minutes. Ben Berry has it. He goes back. Played on by Nick O'Brien. Foul goes the way of City. Saw the call by the referee in charge. Ivica Kovic, Tom Dale and Aranath Gobanath are our assistants today. Down City. Trying to put the first blow of this game. This to be taken by Adam Berry. Works it in the slots. Marks goes high and saves. The defence. Nothing less from this Blacktown side. The challenge on Jesse Michelle. Watching throughout the day both Nick O'Brien and Tyrone Burney on this right side, as well as Ben Berry do their job. Nick Nick O'Brien will be floating from both sides. Pushed forward by Lum. It's cleared away by Nick O'Brien. Will be a throw on this far side of Landon Sports Stadium. So many names over the years. It's as bad as Panther Stadium. That's had so many names as well. Throw comes in. Got it down from Nicholas. Wigan back. Shaw. Now Spirit again. Building. Wigan. A low worm burner. Finger breaker. Up country. Pumpkin. Grasshopper. And it will be a goal kick. I've added the grasshopper now, so I can't say I stole it off Rex Hunt now. Oh. Now we see City again try to go forward. Played by Mayer, and then the work by Mayer and Choi. Choi going back to the left. Running around Blacktown, looking for something to set up. Played back from Adam Berry, and worked up by Nick O'Brien. He goes out for a goal kick. Halftime score, we can tell you St George Saints 0, Sydney Olympic 1. And after 14 minutes, Marconi 0, Hills 0, St George City 0, Manly 0. That's after 1 minute around the grounds, thanks to Football New South Wales. The YouTube page, just jump into Football New South Wales, hit the subscribe button, and you can confirm what notifications you want. You might want some, you might want all. I would say go for all, but up to you. One of the great things, and yes, I've stolen that off Watch Mojo videos on YouTube. As I've said many, many times, I live my life on YouTube. This will be interesting, this throw for Spirit. Be taken by them. Far side. Much really going on, really, to be honest. Both sides feeling each other out. The early stages after 10 minutes. Played on by Barry Ben. And Nick O'Brien working up the line. Danny Choi. He works it back to the right. Ben Berry. Ball on from Menenti. Menenti will be seeing quite a bit as well today. He's got possession now on the right side. He plays it back. Ben Berry. Degas has it. Many clubs across the Sydney scene. Bonnie Reek, Sydney FC, the Wanderers, and back across to Blacktown City. The ball was played out. Worked by Ante Bakmaz. Taken by Bernie. Menenti and Bernie combining again. Menenti. Now it's Nick O'Brien. Berry squeezes it on. Bernie. Again, the job. Jack O'Brien working it to the right. Choi. Adam Berry. That possession again from the Bernie pass. Berry, good ball. Great work by Marks. Does the namesake. Ante Bakmaz. Let's see what they can do, Spirit. It's been an interesting year for Spirit. And Coach David Perkovic expects more from his side. Their second year in the NPL New South Wales men's competition. And they've got a good side. Results haven't gone their way thus far, and I think that's something that we'd love to fix. This week losing to Manly 3-2. Knows that there's a lot to do. Challenge made, sees the foul go the way of Spirit. It was taken down by Adam Berry. Not a bad evening at Landon Stadium. It is on the cooler side, as you expect in winter. I know it's autumn, but to me, there's only two seasons, summer or winter. Starting to be in the colder months, as we'll be lummed to take this. Lum feeds it in. Played back. Chance again for Chidiac. He set it up. It was low and it was wide by Lewis Lobo. It will be a goal kick. City keeping it back third for the moment. Birdie now has possession. Birdie. Throw in. Birdie again on this right side, played out. Wigan on that situation. And across the face. Played on by Adam Berry. Goes out for a throw for City, touching off Spirit last. Ben Berry works it to the right. Nicholas nearly made Harry carry of that. Goes forward once more. Bernie feeds it on to Major. Crosses it in. Oh, Gibb, he had a chance, Gibbs, and, well, Choi's put it over the top. It looked like it was set up for Gibbs, but he mistimed it, and Choi probably didn't have the right shot ready to go. Score remains 0-0 after 15 minutes and 36 seconds. The Football New South Wales score piece. Last week, Blacktown City, they played out a 3-3 draw. It's actually a little bit disappointing on Blacktown City's aspect over the last couple of weeks. They've let 6 goals in 2 games. I don't think Crito would be happy with that stat. It's one that he'll be looking to erase tonight. For Blacktown City, here at Landon Stadium, they have a good record in recent note. Defeated Mariners last time here. Prior to that was a win against City FC. It was actually a big win, 8-0. They had that 2-2 draw against City United and that spill of 3 games at Landon. So let's see what they can offer up again, City. Bernie on the right. He'll work it back. Ben Berry, Nick O'Brien. Now it's alive again. Ball on by Jack O'Brien. Choi crosses it in. Save made by Marks. Has to be cleared by Lum. Still a chance for City. Choi back inside. Loses possession in the key moment. That sees Darko have it. Darko racing downfield. He's got support. Jesse Michelle was switching the angle. Misses it completely, and the ball goes back to Tristan Prendergast. Ball played back from Ben Berry. Prendergast. Ball on from Nick O'Brien to Ben Berry. Gibbs working it left. There's the shot! Do I have to say any more? The job does the job.
Goal to Blacktown City, score by number 8, Jack O'Brien.
What about that?
Blacktown City 1, NWS Spirit 0.
Oh, I tell you now, that gives you the happy laughs in that situation. That is just awesome. Jack O'Brien has just absolutely knocked that one. And he has knocked it home for what will be one of the goals of the season right there. I can see smoke coming out of that net. That's how much he smacked that one. It was like watching Adam Gilchrist in Perth in 07 when he went for that 158 balls. Just smacked it. Brilliant stuff. As Bernie's now got possession. City want to make it too quickly. So 11 goals for the job this season. Amazing to note. I think last year it was about 16, so it's very close to the number very early in the season. Guy that a lot of people would say not really known as the goal scorer, especially in this side when you got Major Gibbs and Danny Choi. I'll tell you now, if you have something like Jack O'Brien as your 4, your recruitment's pretty good, I think. And then Malia too, that's the other player I keep on forgetting. You got 5 weapons. And as Prendergast makes the save of that, it makes you think about how good Crito does it here at City. And the whole coaching staff, but Crito has kept a great side over the years, and yes, they go off like we've seen in the past. All players do go and they come back, and they come back to City. So they do their international sojourn or A-League sojourn, but they make their way back to City, don't they? And it's one of the important things to note. Choi coming forward. Lynch. Loosen on the Choi. Choi chips it in. Nobody within sight. I suppose Major was a little bit forward in that situation. Probably wasn't expecting a ball like that. Berry. And again, it's an opportunity for Adam Berry. The Berries combining. Now, Nick O'Brien works it on to Lynch. And the job works it now forward to Lynch. But he couldn't get to it. It's work by Lobo to play it back to Marks, who lobbed it forward. Lum. Played on by Chidiac. On this left side, it's Wigan. Wigan again. Cutting inside, Wigan. Ollie. Finds Darko. Spirit. Really looking to build. Darko again. Darko has a crack. No. On that occasion. Remains 1-0. City lead Spirit. Around the grounds, minute gone, second half. St George FC 0, Sydney Olympic 1, Marconi 0, Hills 0 after 27. 15 gone first half, City 0, Manly 0. That's St George City, of course. That game at Penshurst Park as Major's going to collect this one. Major wanted to go on the left foot, but played it back, and then the shot again. And, well, I tell you now, we're going to be watching JOB today. Jack O'Brien, he's going to be doing a lot of work. They played off Spirit.
Scores from around the grounds in the game played earlier today. Rockdale 3 defeated Sutherland 0. Just the second half at Barton Park, St George Saints 0, trailing Sydney Olympic 1. No score at Marconi. Marconi 0, Hills United 0. And also no score at St George City 0, Manly United 0. That game is only 16 minutes in.
Tell you what, we need some hand signals, Will, when you're going to do it around the ground, so I don't have to do it. Let me know when you're doing it, so I don't need to do it. Corner to be fired in. Gibbs was trying to get to it, couldn't. Bounces back. And Maniti, well, I'll tell you what, it was about to hold up. Marks was on the spot. Actually, is that X marks the spot in that situation? I had to go there. But you can see Gibbs was trying to get to him. So, Spirit, Darko, down by 1. Loses it back, Muzz. Berry. Rather, that was Adam Berry there. We see Jack O'Brien trying to get to it. The Spirit ball. See the crowd here tonight watching this game. City coming back. Ben Berry utilises Nick O'Brien. Goes back to Ben Berry. BB goes forward. Now it's Adam Berry, or I should say Jack O'Brien. The Berry's in my head is he was offside Major. Spirit moving the ball on this left side. The start they were looking for was Wigan. Spins around. Choi, great work. He was able to cut the angle. Darko was trying to do the same thing on Adam Berry. Spirit now going again. Lobo. Where's Lobo? Going back. Played on by Backmuz. Darko. Good work. Headed by Michelle. It's ricocheted off Blacktown. Will be a corner. Far side, it's Thomas Dale doing the duties there. And as I said, Harry Gobanath on his near side. Now referees Vitsakovic. Corner to be taken by Lum. Taking a bit of time. I just love the fact, I'm looking at the bench players just, when they're warming up, they're just laying down, like watching play. It's just awesome to watch. Lum with an outswinger. Blacktown trying to clear, comes back. Lewis Lobo. He's trying to work it himself. He couldn't. Choi's come back for City. He's worked it up the line. Maniti. Switching play on the left. Gibbs. Jack O'Brien sneaking it on. Adam Berry was trying. Will be a corner. Hit the flag in the process, and that flag is down. And, oh, don't you love the game? So we see Jack O'Brien putting it back in place. At least in football, they put it back in place. The rugby league players don't care. In rugby union, actually, the referees do it. The linesmen. They've got nothing to do, I suppose. In the meantime, Jack O'Brien to take this corner. It's head of the way. The key moment by Shaw. Maniti. Feeding it on for Major. Major has to back heel. Well, he does something even better. Went inside the ball again. So 1-0 here. 1-0 also at Penshurst Park. City 0, Manly United 1. That's after 21. No score between Marconi and Hills after 34. 52 gone Olympic lead. Now, Major whips across the face. He skied that up to Mars. Jack O'Brien comes down eventually into the backfield, but absolutely sliced that, didn't he, Watt? All I can say is I'm glad that I have a mute button sometimes. Now it's flicked on by Jesse Michelle, but he couldn't do much. Prendergast rolls along the deck. Nick O'Brien. It's been an entertaining game so far. I suppose we're all still trying to calm ourselves down after the Jack O'Brien goal. Do you think he likes the nickname The Job? Regardless, he did it on that occasion. Ben Berry, BB has it. Maniti, Bernie tries to get back to it. Couldn't, goes out. Well, he did, technically, because the ball hit his head, but couldn't really get there with much control.
Progress scores from around the grounds at Barton Park. 54 minutes gone. St George FC 0, still trailing Sydney Olympic 1. Marconi, 35 minutes gone. Marconi 0, Hills United 0. 23 minutes gone at Penshurst Park. St George City 0, Trial Man United 1.
Darko working it to the right. Cornwall in his own half. Back across the Lum. Lawbor on the right. Darko's on a run. Darko's the man. He can't control. Will be cleared by Prendergast up to halfway. Headed down by Shaw. Lynch. He's on it. Lobs it up. Put it across by Shaw. Again, it's Nicholas. Ball forward. He comes back for Tristan Prendergast. He decides to boot it towards the right side, but Shaw couldn't get to it. So now it's Wigan. Chidiac back to Wigan. Lobo's on the right. Again, Chidiac's calling for it, but they've gone back to Cornwell. Now it's in possession for Backbuzz. And the foul goes his way. Marconi just had a good chance just watching the screen. He's missed it. Costanzo had a good roost. It hit the top of the bar. I'll tell you what, that would have been one of the goals of the year, because if it just dipped a bit, I know it's another game, but I was just watching it, could have been the goal of the year. Really good strike. No score, by the way, between Marconi and Hills. You get caught when you're watching a live game and also watching a game on the live stream. Many people do the cross streams. I know there's also the A-League men's game. We'll provide an update of that as well. Big game between Sydney FC and Macarthur FC. Kick-off just about to get underway in that one. Both sides have a good game. Lobo decides to feed it down. Hit off the wall, comes back. I suppose this will be interesting what Spirit can do in this situation. Blacktown play it out, will be a corner. Lum on this occasion. Outswing up. Bounces back. Lum across the face. Lynch is there to clear it. Bounces past him. Choi's there. That's off Wiggum, back to Choi. Choi. Now Lynch. Spirit trying to get a roll on here. Chidiac. See if they're pointing at the moment. Starker went right. They shut it down on the key moment, Blacktown City, and they get the foul their way. Great work by Jack O'Brien. Kick off in that A-League men's game. It's no score between Sydney FC and Macarthur. We'll be keeping an eye on that one tonight. What a cracking game that's going to be between those two sides. The Holman derby. Jake Holman won Macarthur's Player of the Year on Wednesday night. That was announced at the award ceremony. Lynch working on for Gibbs. Gibbs is pressured. You have to go back. It's been won by Spirit. Throw down this far side, the housing side of the ground. Get it up by Michelle. Lynch will let it go out. It'll be a throw for City. Lynch throws it in, Maniti. Maniti was trying to work it back to the left, but nobody in sight. Jack O'Brien was the target. By the way, Hills are down a man in their game against Marconi, so 10-man Hills side against Marconi in that one. And a goal to St George FC, 1-1 between St George and Olympic. That's after 59 minutes, second half action. Ball's lobbed up. Here's Jesse Michelle trying to get to it. Prendergast won the race. Lynch lobbing it up. Gibbs can't control. Goes out for a throw for Spirit. Quickly in action. Spirit want this goal desperately. There's a chance building up. Lobo goes back to Chidiac.
Robo scores from around the grounds. Has been the goal at Barton Park. It's now St George FC 1, Sydney Olympic 1. The game is 60 minutes in. 1-1 at Barton Park.
Of course, should note about that, Barton Park, where they're playing now. The first game there. What a day it's going to be. What a day it is at the moment there, or evening. I'll tell you one thing. That would be such a great place to go and watch football, that new venue. St George FC continue their charge up from League won to NPL this year. It's great to see. Such a proud club over the years. No score between Marconi and Hills after 42. St George 0, Manly 1. That's St George City, of course, after 30 minutes. Games around the grounds live, and earlier before, Rockdale 3, Sutherland, if you don't mind, 0. There you go, a couple of results coming through. Now, Darko worked it on. Chidiac will have to cross it. Feeds it well, but probably a bit too much on it. Comes back Wigan to play it to Nicholas. Wigan's going to be in position again. Wigan looking to backheel, he does so. Then Nicholas, chance! I tell you what, Lum didn't get himself in a good spot. It doesn't matter because Chidiac does. I was watching Lum and he was disappointed, but Chidiac isn't. And then Lum realised it went in, and it's 1-1 between City and Spirit. And what a good goal to come back with. Good work by Chidiac.
Goal to NWS Spirit FC, scored by number 17, Jacob Chidiac. It's now Blacktown City 1, Spirit FC 1.
And around the grounds, Marconi have scored. Timokovsky has scored a goal. So Marconi up 1-0 in their encounter against Hills. To 44 minutes. So we'll be keeping abreast with all the games tonight. So much going on tonight. Good goal too by Timokovsky. Watching that on the pitches. Spirit. Now on this left side, Nicholas. Wigan will have to cut back inside. Good work. He beat Bernie, and then he wants to beat Bernie again. Darker. The foul goes the way of Spirit. Challenge on Wigan. His Hills were trying to drive the ball into the area. 1-1 the score in this game. City and Spirit. One thing, I'm watching the Marconi Hills game and starting to think I'm calling that game as well. There's so much going on in both games. I start watching both. Lum works it back to the right. Wigan. Now Chidiac. He goes past Lobo. He was going, what? As the ball eventually goes to Marks. Hope you're enjoying the action tonight. You can join the conversation on X, Facebook, hashtag NPL NSW. There's Wigan going forward. Spinning around the globe again. Darko. Darko once more. Wants to cut back inside. He's given himself, well, too much, that ball. And it's great work by Jack O'Brien to initially win it. And Adam Berry rather had to do some work. Chasing Michelle, he's trying to get himself involved for Spirit. Hasn't been able to as Lum works it across. Kyle Shaw. Cornwell. Goes forward, Cornwell. Coming back is Bernie. Gibbs. No foul called. Eventually it will. The challenge on Adam Berry. Set piece here. 3 minutes remaining first half regulation time. O'Brien. Didn't do much on that occasion. He wanted to get himself involved. Ben Berry. Lynch throws it in. Lynch wide possession again. Worked by Maniti. He goes back. Nick O'Brien to BB, Ben Berry. Major. Back. Berry, Ben. Now, going back is Bernie. B. Nick O'Brien. Troy back. Maniti. BB. It's played out. Old Shaw in that situation. Half time between Marconi and Hills. 1-0. Marconi leading that game. St George City 0. Manly 1. That game at Penshurst, and at Barton Park it's St George FC 1. Olympic 1 after 67. Choi spinning around. Lynch can't get to it. Get down by Cornwell. Shediak lobbed it up. Bernie back. BB. Now on to Nick O'Brien. Ben Berry was calling for it. Works it up. Bernie, it's a chance. He lobs it over the top. Oren Bernie, what about that? Just pinpoint the way he did it. You watch that and marvel.
Goal to Blacktown City. What a finish it was. Scored by number 12. Tyron TJ Bernie. Blacktown City 2, NWS Spirit 1.
The big thing about that goal was, as I said, the timing, because I watched him and I sort of knew what he was going to do. He was going to lob it over the top of the keeper, and I knew Marks wasn't in the right spot. And you just had that feeling that it was always going to be a goal. There was no other option. Just a fabulous strike. If you don't mind, Tyron Bernie. 2-1 here in injury time. Shediak taken down. Just watching this goal again. That is a cracker. I know that he probably doesn't completely get it over the top of Marks, because Marks probably wasn't exactly where the ball should have been.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated that we're minimum of 2 additional minutes. Time added on, 2 additional minutes.
Minimum of 2 minutes of time added on. Important word, minimum of 2 minutes. I've been told by a few people, you're going to make sure you say a minimum of 2 minutes of time added on when you're doing the ground announcing. If you want to learn off the best. Dorso from the Wolves. Shediak goes back. Lum. Shediak. Good low ball. Lynch heads it away. Darko. Now this is a chance. Darko back. They're going to try to sweep it at some point. A little bit disappointing, to be honest. Should be a chance for Backmars. Michelle and Backmars are trying to get themselves involved. A moment not to be. Close to injury time elapsing. You're at Landon. So half-time,
Ladies and
it's
gentlemen,
2-1.
it's half-time here at Newton Stadium. Your Blacktown City 2 leading NWS Spirit 1.
Okay, so the goal
Fabulous goals in the
scorers.
first half for Blacktown City. Jack O'Brien opened the scoring in the 18th minute. Jacob Chiak made it 1-1 in the 39th minute for NWS Spirit. Right on the stroke of half-time, Tyron Burney got the lead for Blacktown City.
They're the goal
Half-time,
scorers.
it remains now heading into the sheds. Blacktown City 2, NWS Spirit 1.
He's loud enough, but you see the stats on your screen at the moment. And look, really, fairly even stats in all regards. Fairly even. But Blacktown City have been able to get the goal that was important to get the lead, 2-1. Been a good first half. We'll be back shortly for the second half. It is NPL Saturday night action on Football New South Wales YouTube. Your favourite website starting with you. Back on the other side of this for the second half between Blacktown City and Spirit. 2-1 the score.
Nothing's ever what we expect, but they keep asking where we're going next. All we're chasing is the sunset. Come on, don't you? Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter, no. If there's a moment when it's perfect, we'll call our names as the sun goes down. Hey, as the sun goes down. Hey, as the sun goes down. As the sun goes down. Doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter.
Blacktown City would like to thank the following sponsors for their support in season 2024. Principal Partner Walker Corporation, Landon Homes, Memento Hospitality, Sonorama Blacktown, Blacktown City Council, Retriever Towing, Blacktown Workers, Sets AV, Connex, MST Financial, Event Projects, Eagle Development, Bilo, Boys in the Box, not to forget Dentavision, Exotic Nurseries, Sydney Toll Gallery, Access Fire Protection, SWAR 99.9 FM, Blacktown News, Alive 90.5, Western News, ASA Football, World Gym Prospect, Mendy Transport, AAA Tyre Factory, and Fowler Homes. Ladies and gentlemen, big thank you to our sponsors for their continued support of this great club. Your support is invaluable and much appreciated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Lennon Stadium, your Blacktown City and Spirit FC for the commencement of the second half. Just while we wait for play to get underway, progress scores from around the grounds, and of course the game played earlier today. Full time, Seymour Shores, Rockdale 3 defeated Sutherland Sharks 0. 84 minutes gone at Barton Park. St George FC 1, Sydney Olympic 1. And just the start of second half, Hills produced a 10-man Marconi Stallions 1, and Hills United 0. In half time at Penshurst Park, St George City 1, Man United 1. That is the scores around the grounds here on Saturday night, round 13 action of the NPL New South Wales men's.
Go back here, half-time, and the scoreline is Blacktown City 2 and Spirit FC 1. What about the first half? We've seen some goals. Chidiac scored that goal for Spirit, but the goals for Blacktown City, I just watched the Jack O'Brien one, and all I could say is that was a sensational goal to watch. And then the other goal, which was just like the skill of the second goal for City was brilliant. It was much needed. Talking to a couple of people at half-time, they said, I'm glad, and they are Blacktown supporters in fairness, but they said they're glad they scored right before the break because it felt like the throttle was off just a shade from City. That second goal was Tyron Burney. We're about to start this second half. The referees slowly make their way. By the way, all I can say, this is interesting music selection here. I don't even know this music, to be honest. Not Elvis, though, I don't know it. So we're just waiting on the referees to come back. Half-time scores, as mentioned before, St George FC 1, Sydney Olympic 1, Marconi 1, Hills 0, 48 minutes gone. They're in second half mode. And also note, red card for Hills and St George 1 and Manly 1, the half-time score. So this on match week 13, hope you're enjoying it. Tomorrow we've got a full slate of games that everybody will be excited to watch. Continue our charge into this 2024 season. United and Wanderers tomorrow at 3 p.m. Oh, the big man is there. Will Gotts is calling the action. I know that Whispering Death will be calling Wollongong and Central Coast and Mike Sheen. Sydney have said after you do battle tomorrow. So they're the games in the NPL men's. So we're not too far. Here's the high kick to start the second half by City. They love the high kick drill. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it personally, but we do see City do it quite a bit via Nick O'Brien. It's intriguing as let's see what they can do in the opening stages of their second half here. There has been substitutes, by the way. So, substitute for Blacktown City, I think you'll find, it will be Mitch Marlier, who is on, and Adam Berry is off. That is the substitution. As the ball was worked into the slot, here's Gibbs. Well, he couldn't really get himself in the position he really needed to, as now we see Marks roll it down. So we have got one sub so far this second half.
Half-time substitution for Blacktown City, going off number 6, Adam Berry. His replacement, number 14, Mitchell Malia.
It's Darko. Plays it back. Lobo and Darko combining. Goes back to Cornwell. Played on by Kyle Shaw. Nicholas. Kyle Shaw. Nicholas. Marks. Nicholas. Around the grounds as well to the A-League men's. Sydney FC 1. MacArthur 0 after 31 minutes. The A-League finals of the men's. fascinating game to watch. As Marconi have just scored another goal. Get back to that shortly as the ball is worked on. It's good work by Spirit to clear. Probably wasn't the greatest clearances in the world. At the end it will be a corner. You can see Lowell was trying to flick it forward. Cornwell came across as Costanzo has scored for Marconi to make it 2-0 in that game. Also should note, in what was grand final day in the A-League Women's, Sydney FC winning it 1-0. Was Shay Hastings Connors who scored the goal. Sydney FC yet another piece of silverware. The club in Harbour City. As now Chiniak was trying to work it forward. Maniti was able to play it back. Nick O'Brien will settle himself here. Berry was calling for it. As I mentioned, Adam Berry off and Mitch Malia is on. Talk about goal scoring prowess. That's what they've got at the moment here, City. There's Danny Choi. Choi, good work. Chance, yes! Mitch Malia. Well, we knew what he was going to do. He celebrates that. Choi, a nice ball. Mitch Malia feeds it in.
Goal to Blacktown City, scored by number 14, Mitchell Malia. Blacktown City 3, Spirit FC 1.
And it was just brilliant work to watch. Again, Choi on the left side. He fiddles it through. And Mitch Malia is in position. And it's a good goal. It is a very good goal, Mitch Malia. So, 3-1 the score. They're debating up here if it was his first touch. I think it might have been, to be honest. Regardless, he's got a goal to his name. Blacktown City lead 3-1. A foul will be called and a card will be given. Well, Wigan, he shouldn't be pulling the shirt. There's no question about it. He was pulling down the player. So the right call made by referee Kovic. I think now if you're Mark Crittenden, you'll be going, yeah, we lead 3-1. But I want to see us going with it. I want to see us get 4, 5, 6. Knowing Critto, he'd want more goals, and he would also want to make sure only one goal goes against him. As I said, the last couple of weeks haven't been great. Here's a shot from distance. Marks didn't really have to go for it, going sideways. But I think that's what Critto would be thinking at the moment, making sure his boys just go on with this job. Very easy to say, but I think that would be the case. Kyle Shaw works it to the left. Spirit of Shaw again. On the right to Cool. Now it's back. Cornwell delivers a ball. And well, he tried to get to it, Jesse Michelle. Couldn't. Here's Lynch coming back. Cornwell. City winning it. He's on a run now. Jack O'Brien. He feeds it on. Gibbs ain't going to get to it. Marks, good work. It's just in his box. I might note. Spirit now on the right side. Lobo, one will be combining. Cornwall back to Lobo. Played on by Marks. Nicholas. Shaw, Nicholas. Shaw's back there, so previously on that left-hand side. Marks, who wants to get himself involved. Muzz. Sake. Now, Lobo feeding it to the left. Wigan. Wigan didn't do much. Cornwall going right. McMahon's now on this right side. Darko, ahead of the way. Darko.
Scores from around the grounds, approaching full-time at Barton Park.
Darko feeds it on. Here's a chance for Spirit. Wigan taken down.
It's St George FC 2,
No
leading
foul
City
call.
Olympic 1. That's in the time added on. At Marconi Stadium, 58 minutes gone. Marconi Stadium's 3, leading Hills United 0. And just to start the second half of Penshurst Park, St George City 1, Man United 1. They scores and updated scores around the grounds.
Lynch on his left side. Cornwall, good work. Plays it out. Lynch throws it back in. Major coming back. Lynch trying to work it on. Kiniak back inside. Taking down the challenge is Cornwell. Yellow card given. 3-0 by the way, Marconi lead Hills. Up to 59 minutes. Other games in the NPL Men's New South Wales. It is St George 2, Olympic 1. And Marconi, as I said, lead 3-0 against Hills, and St George 1. And Manly United 1. Substitution made for Blacktown City. Fine. Go again, I should say, for Spirit. It's Connor Starbo who's come on the field. City now will be looking to go forward. Blacktown made their substitution, obviously, at the start of the first half with Mitch Marlier. Marlier works it on. Well, he's taken in the box here, but it won't be called.
Substitution for the NWS
Tries for
Spirit.
Bernie.
Going off number 21, Lewis Lobo. Replaced for number 10,
off.
Michael Conestabbo.
Here the kids starting to make noise, which is great. Played on by Nick O'Brien. Ball was played on by Malia. Possession again, Malia. He works it in position. Probably too high for Choi. He goes back to Marks. As Darko goes forward. Darko looking to cut inside. Works it across the face. Here's a chance for Spirits. He was trying to fiddle it in, but he couldn't on that key moment. Chidiac. What could have been? And here comes the cross in. This is a chance for Gibbs, but Cornwell, great work. Great work. The wall of Cornwell. Does the job on that occasion. On the left-hand side, this is Lynch. Spirit able to win it. Comes back for Nicholas O'Brien. O'Brien now on the left. Played back from Maniti. Good ball, but again, probably too much for Choi. Darko. Foul go towards Blacktown City. Left side, running on is Lynch. Lynch now will cross it in. This is a chance. Spirit flick it forward. Darko and Choi in the battle. Choi has to work it back. Prendergast will have it now. Spirit playing the ball out, throw on the far side. This to be taken by Bernie. Major working it in, spinning around is Gibbs. He does deviate, and it will be a corner. Catching off Spirit last. Corner to be taken. It's an in-swinger again. Marks got out and tried to push it away. Drops down. City looking for their fourth. Maniti. Maniti works it in. Choi. Good ball. Major won't get to it. Played out by Shaw. This corner to be taken. What's the feeling here for City? What's going to be the option? How's it going to be fed? It's worked in. It's headed up and it goes out for yet another corner. It will be on the other side on this occasion. Who's the targets this time? It'll actually be back on this side, so I thought it would be on that far side, but it'll be back on the Bernie side. Ask the question now. What is the situation this time? Lynch is there, but I don't think he's the option. You have Gibbs and Mayer. You've got a corner to be taken. It's worked high, it's wide. I'll spin it away, Spirit. Choi. And will touch off Spirit, so it'll be yet another throw on the far side. Drops back. It will be Marks who's able to get to it. Boots it over halfway. They're around the ground shortly to see what's happening in the other games, but they're on the charge again. City. Alia. Coming back. Ball again to an opportunity for Gibbs. Gibbs has got support. He's got Mayer. Mayer now, can he work it back? He has to go back to Gibbs probably. He's spinning around again here. He's got support. He crosses it in, but Choi was never going to be the man. Mark's got it, and he stopped it. The ball for Darko, but Nick O'Brien trying to, well, yeah, this will be a card. No card. It will be a foul and a talking to. I thought for a moment he was about to get the card out. To be honest, I tell you now, I thought because of where the hand was, I thought he had a card on his persons, but it was actually the shorts with a bit of green. I thought that was yellow for a moment. I'll call it out straight away. I actually got caught in that web. So Darko about to take that. The illusion in that situation. Darko now chips it to the far post. It's headed away. It was a good effort by Ben Berry. Cornwell works it on. It's Wigan now. Played on by Chidiac. Darko. Works it on. This is a chance. I tell you now, Connor Starbo just couldn't have the crack he was looking for. Did touch off City. So will be a Spirit ball on this near side. Ball was booted forward. Rum trying to catch Prendergast out, but couldn't. Around the ground, St George City, Manly, 1-1. Marconi 3, Hills 0. That's after 71. That's St George City Manly games 59 in. Full time between St George FC and Sydney Olympic. And the homecoming was a tick. St George FC winning 2-1. Sutherland losing to Rockdale 3-0, by the way, in the Leader Cup. And in the A-League, half-time, it's 1-0, Sydney FC lead MacArthur. Ball back inside. Couldn't get to it, Major. Ball gets fed across to Choi. Choi will cut back inside. He takes a shot, punched away by Marks. They need a clear spirit. They have. But I tell you what, they're giving the ball straight to Choi. Choi now trying to dance and weave. Didn't work. Ball is played out by Maniti. He touch him last. Spirit down by 2. 69 minutes we're in. What can Spirit offer up on this passage? Shaw back. Michelle is in possession. Michelle. Well, he pushed it away enough, Prendergast, for it to be booted away. O'Brien on that situation. Conostarbo. Cornwell. Played away by Maniti. Can Spirit get another goal here? Vital for this game. Shake it up just a shade. It's that little lull. Choi couldn't do much with it. Now it's Conostarbo. Here's Lynch. Moves it down the left side. Major again. Major now. He works himself into the position. Trying to cut back inside. Spirit do play it out. It'll be a throw on this near side. Substitute being made. So for Blacktown, Marty Fernandez to come on.
Substitution
Danny
for
Choi
Blacktown
comes
City
on.
going off. Number 11, Danny Choi. And on number 17, Marty Fernandez.
Lynch to take the throw. Marty Fernandez gets himself involved straight away. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Right side, Conostarbo works it in the middle. Here's a chance for Jesse Michelle to work it to the left. Stay on his feet here, Wigan. It was taken down. They're trying something here. There was a play on the ground too for Spirit. And the ball will be played out while he stretches himself. And Chidiac.
Blacktown City will be home again next Sunday as we take on Marconi Stallions, 3 p.m. kickoff.
By the way, Marconi have just
of the
scored.
NPL New
It's
South Wales
4-0.
men's competition. Of course,
Yama has just scored the goal to make it 4-0.
Draw of the Australia Cup was
Marconi
done
have got that
during
game
the week.
1-1 against Hills.
Blacktown City
Around the ground to the other games while we've got it. St George 1, Manly 1.
To be confirmed. They are slated
That's
to be
after
played
65.
during next week, but
Full-time,
confirmation of
FC 2,
the
Olympic
dates
1. That's
still
St
unavailable.
George FC,
Will be up
Rockdale
against
3, Sutherland
Bridge FC
0. But repeating,
in round 6 of
goal.
the Australia Cup.
Marconi to make it
And don't
4-0.
forget, once again, next
Good
Sunday
strike
we
by
back at home
Ayama.
as we take on our great rivals, Marconi Stadium, 3 p.m. kickoff here next Sunday.
There'll be a cracking game too next week. Looking forward to it. Blacktown and Marconi. And will be interesting to see how that does develop. Well, Gotsis, you'll hear him tomorrow calling the action between Sydney United 58 and Wanderers. He'll be rocking the Bocker stands when Big Sam's not playing the music as loud as he normally does. I love you, Sam, but sometimes I walk out of there with a headache. But I do love it. I do think it offers a great sound. I love being in the ground where you walk out and going, geez, I've had so much fun. The music, the crowd, the noise. But when you have the speaker right above you, yeah, sometimes it's like, hello, Panadol. As we're about to see the throw, or the throw from the far side. He's back up now, Chidiac. And Sam, I hope you know I'm joking. There's Blacktown working across to the left. Nick O'Brien has possession. Berry. Nick O'Brien. He'll look to work it up the middle here. He does have support. He tried to flick it forward. It hit Chidiac. He's going to have possession again. Well, he tried to have possession, but Ben Berry was able to work it back to Maniti. And then it comes back to Prendergast. He's going to hoik it to halfway. Chested by Gibbs. You can hear that chest from here. Very solid. City. Now coming back to the middle. Maniti. And now it's Lynch. Grant Lynch coming back. City really rolling forward here. Lynch able to work it up the line. Good ball by Nick O'Brien. Then the pass, what Fernandez was just trying to do was good, but didn't quite work the execution. Score does remain 4-0. Just noticing the scoreboard's back up and running at Marconi. Just looking at the screen now, which is good. Very good ground at Marconi. I've got to say, I love covering the NPL. All these grounds we've got, they've all got their little, and this is what I love about the NPL. They've all got their, when I say quirks, I say it in a nice way. I'll explain what I mean in a second, because now rolling forward is Fernandez. Fernandez will cut inside. He had nobody at the far post. And he's drilled that to, definitely the wrong goal post. And the score remains 3-1 Blacktown City. But what I mean by that is every ground's got its own type of
updated scores from around the grounds. Games currently still being played. 80 minutes gone. Marconi 4. Now Hills United 0.
Stadium.
68 minutes gone. Penshurst Park, St George City 1.
Caller, and also
Manly
think
United
about
1.
some of the great moments
scores from around the
that
grounds.
have been had here over the years. I think of Danny Choi's great goal in the Australia Cup a few years ago. I think of great moments like the Australia Cup game between Wanderers and City. I think about some of the goals here that we've seen, recent memory, and it's got a great feel here. Then same thing when you go to Lambert Park, Sydney United Sports Centre. They've all got their little feels, and it's great, and that's what we love about the sport. We need to keep this alive. passion for the sport that everybody's got as well. Ball is worked in by Cornwell. Comes down eventually. It's going to be cleared. Good work by Maniti. There'll be a throw on this near side. So Sutherland's losing to Rockdale today 3-0 in the first leg of the Leader Cup. Great idea to have that battle between Rockdale and Sutherland. I know now it's very, not convoluted, I'm not going to say that, but the rivalries that Rockdale have got, because effectively they've got 3 rivals now with St George City and St George FC. Of course, when Rockdale share a ground, or were sharing a ground with St George FC, that built it up a little bit. What I call the King George's Derby between St George City and Rockdale. I called the first derby, that's what I named it. I think I had bragging rights naming a venue, or naming a battle between those two teams. Is now Wigan, nice ball. Ball comes back from Chidiac. Wigan now works it to the left. They just need to really set this up, but again, Marley is there to clear it. And then trying to lob it forward, but didn't quite work here for Blacktown. They'll do it again. It was Tyrone Burney on that situation. Now Gibbs trying to do it. I'll tell you one thing, Gibbs has been controlled a bit today by Spirit. He probably could have or should have had a goal or two. Hasn't. It's Chidiac and it's played down by Lynch. 3-1. Anything can happen still in this game. Not saying it's over by any stretch of the imagination. Called. It's a Spirit. Well, they can make it interesting here. With 10 minutes on the clock, regulation time. Ball worked in by Lum. Went over the top. Connor Starville was trying to get to it. Now he's on the ground. Spirit next week. Their assignment is Wollongong at the Arctic Circle. And then they're back there the next week against Apia. I'll be covering that Apia game, which I'm looking forward to calling Spirit and Apia. The Arctic Circle, and it really starts to cool up. It's funny because Will's looking at me going, I now understand why it's called the Arctic Circle. And I was there during the day a few weeks ago. But yeah, it does tend to get cold. The ball is played up the line by Cornwall. Flag is up. So they'll have possession again, Blacktown. I use this line all the time, but talking about the Arctic Circle, it was the name that Eric Subiano started, him and Justin Smith, and great name, by the way. But I joke that I understand why it's now called the Arctic Circle, why it's one of the coldest grounds in the world. And I'll get to it in a second, because Marty Fernandez, and in turn, the flag is up. I say it because there's a building literally across the road that makes sense. Air conditioning company for Jitsu, so of course it's going to be a cold venue. Yeah. Well, I do have to make that joke. I know it's a bad joke, but I realised that one day is Cornwell works it forward, played on by Wigan, and then the ball up by Lum. Lynch will be looking to build it Down this left side. Fernandez lost possession. Still on here for Spirit. I'll tell you now, Lum goes back to Wigan. Wigan now looking to go forward. Wigan's got a chance. Well, Chidiac was going to get to it. He couldn't. Hit in the back by Lum. That was a bad ball, really, by Cornwell. Reminder tomorrow, we've got 3 games for you. Will Gotsis will be at the game between Sydney United 58 and Wanderers at Sydney United Sports Centre. Whispering Death. Mike Sheen will be calling Wollongong and Central Coast Mariners. And Sydney FC and Apia do battle. So yeah, that will be covered by the great man Michael, and that one, Wollongong and Central Coast FC play Apia tomorrow. So they're the games coming your way. NPL Men's New South Wales. I am waiting to see a message from Sheen about the new nickname. As he goes to halfway. Ball's worked forward by Lum. Darko trying to force it. I'll tell you what, this is going to be better. Well, I thought it was by Conestogo, but probably wasn't. You can't say they're not creating opportunities. Spirit are. Look, I'll tell you what, it's only one goal that can change things in the next couple of minutes. The fortunes could be changed or not if Blacktown can get the sealer. Mayer now, he's got a chance. Mayer wants to spin around. He works it back. Here is Maniti. Maniti going wide. Malia, he's on the right. Malia now will be looking to work it back. He does in position. Here's Gibbs. Header, first time misses. Now they're going to spin back, and here's a shot that's, well, too much on it by Fernandez. Not to be. So Blacktown now on halfway. Here's a chance again for Gibbs. Gibbs will work it back to the right. I'll tell you now, Blacktown would love to get this ceiling out, get it out of the road quickly. Spirit's defence holding strong. To work by Carl Shaw. Got a couple of shout-outs to do, of course, to the Pinchers family, Braxton and Daniel, but also to Braxton, who was playing his first game in a while because he had an ACL injury. He came back today and apparently had a great game and really showing what he can do, the young fella. So good on him. Braxton and also Daniel. I reckon Daniel also had a good game today, even if he didn't play. He had a good game. I'm not sure. Will just gave me the information on short notice. In the meantime, the ball comes back. Here's a pass from Conestogo. And a shot again by Darko. And it's saved. And it's saved pretty nicely by Prendergast. By the way, I am shocked that Will's in a good mood today, considering the week it's been for him and his various sporting teams. So Spirit will have the ball here. I really don't know what's going to happen in these next 3 minutes of regulation time because I've just got the feeling substitution being made. Coming on is Noah Peacock. Coming off is Jake Chidiac.
Substitution for Spirit FC, going off number 17, Jacob Chidiac. Replacement number 34, Noel Peacock.
Now it's worked up by Lynch. Headed back by Major. Fed across from O'Brien. That's Jack. There's a gain. They're on the right side looking to build this one up. Ball crossed in. Well, tell you what, it will drop down for Malia. Malia again will try to work himself across. It's Mitch Malia trying to work a ball. Malia can't. Spirit come to the rights. Peacock. And, well, he couldn't control that at the end. Ollie Wigan, who's on this right side. Spinning around here, Gibbs. Gibbs, well, couldn't do much near the goal line. Goes out. And did touch off Spirit last, so will be a corner. So we've got about a minute and a half of regulation time in this second half.
Well, Blacktown City will be back home here in the NPL New South Wales men's competition next week, round 14. Mother's Day on Sunday, up against one of our great rivals, Marconi Stallions. Bring your mum along. Entertainment aplenty here at Landon Stadium, where you can take her for a bite to eat up the road. And next home game, Sunday, Mother's Day, next Sunday, taking on Marconi Stallions.
So now the ball drops down. Gibbs again, couldn't do much. Darko will have possession now. Well, Blacktown trying to work it back in the area. Didn't do much. It's Major who will get it back. How good is it to see Travis Major playing in this lineup? Always good play. Gibbs as well. Malia back, firing. All these players you can mention. Jack O'Brien. They're all superb players to watch. Full time, by the way, Marconi have won their game against Hills 4-0, the score on that one. And so I can tell you that it's St George 2 and Manly 1. St George City leading that game. And Penshurst is now. Here comes a chance. A shot. That's going to go over the top by Malia. Malia couldn't deliver the blow he was looking for. We look at the board now because we're about to see injury time. I can tell you that it comes up as we're all doing the spirit fingers while we're seeing it come up. Lynch to work it up the line, but he stops for a second, then works it back inside. The rain is coming down, by the way. O'Brien has 4 minutes of additional time has been added on.
There'll be a minimum of 4 additional minutes of time added on. Minimum of 4 minutes of time added on.
So this rain's starting to come down here at the stadium. Darko couldn't do much with it. Substitution being made as well. Coming on is Ruben Aurora-Tifi. Coming off will be in Jacob Benetti.
Substitution for Blacktown City going off, number 22, Jacob Benetti. His replacement, number 9, Ruben Aurora-Tifi.
Aurora-Tifi comes on. Son of. It was great to see players make their way on the field. Hernandez can't do much. Darko working it to the rights. Here comes Spirit. They're going to be looking to deliver something late in this piece. Darko can't get to it. Good work by Ben Berry, and they're played on by Bernie. 3-1 here. Just expecting one more goal, I think. Now the ball in the mixer had to be cleared. Nick O'Brien, has he done the job? Prendergast trying to get to what he does. And now he'll look to boot this. There was cries of the ball going out, but not called. Prendergast, well, they all thought he actually dragged it out. He didn't. Flag goes up. Gobernath. Some of the indiscretion here. As the rain continues to come down here at Landon. This has been a game where Spirit just haven't been able to find the goal they were looking for. Again, set up, but just wasn't the beat. Darko now will be looking, and yeah, it's played out. So they'll have to rinse and repeat this situation. Darko throws it in. They're going to try to set it up. They can't. Waratifi going forward. He's not going to be able to control this. Full time. And Blacktown City have won 3-1 against Spirit FC on a day where we had a moment's silence for the mayor of Blacktown in Tony Bleedsdale. Blacktown has done the job.
Jacob Chidak was their goal
Man
scorer,
who was a big
full-time.
supporter of the club and football in these parts of the woods. Blacktown 3, Spirit 1.
City, big thank you for your
Hope
attendance
you've
today.
enjoyed the action. We'll quickly go around the ground before we begin the
Great
journey.
rivals, Marconi
We can tell you
Stadium, 3
Sydney
p.m.
FC lead
kickoff.
MacArthur 2-0
That
the
one.
A-League men's. That's after 58 minutes.
From everyone here
The
at
other
Blacktown
games,
City.
game in progress, 87
Once
minutes
again, thank you
gone.
for your attendance
St George
today.
City
Enjoy the rest
3,
of your
Manly
weekend.
1.
Look forward to seeing
Marconi
you
defeated
next
Hills
Sunday.
4-0.
Thank you. Good night.
Blacktown, they defeated Spirit 3-1, as we just saw. St George of FC, they defeated Olympic 2-1. And Rockdale, they defeated Sutherland 3-0. So they're the games that have concluded. We've got tomorrow a couple of big ones, Sydney United and Wanderers. The Adonis Scotsers has got that game at 3 p.m. Wollongong and Central Coast, that game at Albert Butler, I'll get you Butler, will be called by Whispering Deaf, Mike Sheen. And Sydney FC and Apia do battle tomorrow. There the action in the NPL men's. The ladder quickly before we go. This is what the ladder looks like. Wanderers lead on 30 points. Rockdale on 29. Marconi 28. That's 1, 2 and 3. Apia, Blacktown City, both on 25 now. Then United and 6th on 23, equal to St George in the live ladder at the moment. Then Manly on 7, Wollongong go again on 17 points in 8th. Olympic 9th on 16 with St George FC. Then on 12 points in 11th, Manly alongside Hills. Then Spirit are on 9 points in 13th. Sydney FC, they're 14th and 8th. Sutherland in same position but 15th. And then Central Coast Mariners on 7 points in last. Yep, been a big day. Hope you've enjoyed it. Nicholas Kutniak signing off behalf of the team on Football New South Wales on YouTube. We'll catch you again soon. See you at a football pitch near you. Bye-bye for now.